Sore leg. Minx. Phobos. Sore leg.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another randomised gaming stream. My name is Random Gamer Riven and I welcome you to another stream. A few minutes late starting, I was a bit sidetracked doing some other things. I thought, oh, can be a few minutes late, so never worry if I am. So yes, we are doing Quake III Arena on the Sega Dreamcast. I was about to say PlayStation 3 for some reason. Don't know why. No, Sega Dreamcast. So yes, this is one of the well-known online games. It still is actually online, I believe, because it used IP and peer-to-peer hosting, so you can still play matches. And I believe you can play matches with the PC version as well, which is quite a nice little trick. However, unfortunately, we don't have a broadband modem, so we can't do that. There are only two ways to play. You either need a broadband modem or there's like expensive kit to convert your thingy into a broadband modem. Either way, it is what it is. Yes, so basically you can still play online, but you either need a very expensive sort of kit or a broadband modem, which is also very expensive. So sadly, they're pretty hard to actually get these days. So yes, here we have. So yeah, we've got Hurt Me, I Can Win, Bring It On, Hurt Me, Hardcore, Nightmare and Return. Bring It On is a default one, and I think it's a default for a reason. On the Sega Dreamcast version, it's a pretty good port actually, but it is rather, how do you say, not ideal to control with unless you're using mouse and keyboard. So what is Quake III Arena? It was basically a verse combat title, an arena title. It was quite a departure from the previous Quake games. I think a lot of the Quake fans, including myself, were not overly pleased with this one. It's a bare bones game, I will be honest. I mean, I appreciate lots of people love blowing each other up, but as a game, it's bare bones. It's just literally running, blowing each other up. There's no single player campaign, and for that I think it kind of is a bit detracted. It definitely didn't feel like a quality product. It's a very good game as a multiplayer, but it always felt like it was a teeny half a game. It felt like they did this as kind of like a multiplayer expansion to Quake 2. But I appreciate it was a very successful game, but I never liked this that much in comparison to Unreal Tournament. However, this is a vastly better port than Unreal Tournament on Dreamcast. So Quake 3 is the better one to buy on Dreamcast, but Unreal Tournament for me is the better game on PC. Hello Terry, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, keyboard and mouse are pretty hard. I'm actually playing via controller. I did beat this game via controller. Can't remember on what difficulty, but yes, I am a proper controller veteran. To be honest, I'm playing it the proper man's way anyway. If you're playing as mouse and keyboard, you should be playing the PC. Grab my headphones actually, but yeah, this definitely plays better, although it's only 30 frames a second, and that does make it a little bit, you realise the 60-30, because this is a game I'm used to playing at 60. I mean, I have played this quite a bit on PC. Sadly, this doesn't include the expansion. Some people may be a little bit annoyed, so they didn't include Team Arena. I think that was another big loss for this mode. I think there is some great music as well in this one. I don't know if this music was Don't know if this is music for Dreamcast only, but we'll find out. I did dub this the rocket launcher game because the winner was the person with the rocket launcher. Unlike Unreal Tournament, where it feels like you can win with you've got decent enough of any weapon, Quake 3 really is the rocket. Get the rocket launcher to win it. Well, I will be honest, the Dreamcast version does look blooming good. It does look blooming good. It looked like it's on a pretty high-end PC. They did make some changes, but in comparison, Unreal Tournament on the Dreamcast is pretty lousy. This is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal port. Oh, I thought I fragged her. It took me a little while to get out of this fight in the practice match earlier. Oh, that reminds me. I had, in the earlier practice, I actually changed the sensitivity. So the joystick I put up to, and the triggers I put all the way so they should be respondent as soon as you're clicking them. Yeah, you get some absolutely block rocking music as you can hear. Bang! Right, the shotgun is by far the better of the two weapons as well if I can use it. Also the plasma gun at this stage. Ah, she's dominating me again. That was not... Plasma rifle is the railgun. I actually think the shotgun's probably better. Because that's... But, alright, let's see if I can do better this time. This is one of those games, after video, I'd be like saving each mission, recording each mission independently to get a perfect, flawless run. Come on. Oh, come on. This is one game you can sit on the power-ups as well. You can't do that in Unreal Tournament. There are a lot of flaws in Quake III Arena in comparison to Unreal. It's still a really good game, but I just said I'm not a fan of this compared to Unreal Tournament. I know this has got lots of fans though. I know it's historically an important game, but I just think Quake... I just think, for me personally, Quake... I just prefer Quake 2. I just prefer this. But I appreciate this was, for a lot of people, very phenomenally... Yeah, you're actually better off not move. Oh, come on with that. There's definitely, the movement is... Because the movement is a little bit funky in this one. You actually use the buttons to move. Come on, she must have the armor. There, finally got her right. Just hoard all the power-ups now, so she can't get the armor. Aim of the game is to hoard the power-ups. There's also a health on.
You're tied for the lead.
Oh!
Crash
Just!
Welcome to Quake III Arena. Jump here.
Yeah, I think this is definitely, of the console ports, this was definitely the best one for Quake 3. And this is the much superior port. The Unreal Tournament port on Dreamcast is awful in comparison to this. Like, this is actually pretty close to the PC. Close to the PC version. Whereas Unreal Tournament really is quite a lackluster port. Oh yeah, it's still very enjoyable. I won't say anything. It's still a very good game. Quake 3, I wasn't a bigger fan of it as a lot of other people where I preferred Quake 2. But as a Dreamcast port goes, this is very good. Visually, this is really, really good. This looks like you're playing on a high-end PC. Oh, she's got the armor. So basically, in this mission, it's the player who gets the armor has the lead.
We're tied for the lead.
I need that armor. She just spawned next to me.
Rag left. Crash wins.
Can't remember, was there a PS2 PlayStation? Was there a PlayStation port of Quake 3? I can't remember. I know there was a PlayStation port, PS2 port of Unreal Tournament, and there was some speculation Sony had paid for certain modes to be exclusive in Unreal Tournament, so hence why the Dreamcast motion was missing the soul, and it was a bit of an inferior port. And I could believe Sony paid for the better version. They were known for doing that up until that point. Right, I've got to win this. Yeah, I'd be doing much better if I had mouse and keyboard, I won't deny that. We have a Dreamcast mouse, we don't have a Dreamcast keyboard. But then I am kind of the mindset, if you want to play mouse and keyboard, play it on PC, but I realise. But yeah, I mean, this is still, you can still play, if you have the broadband modem, you can still play this online. It is peer-to-peer. I believe you can play with PC players. And if there was also, I think the Dreamcast console website have a setup to get your... So it's still fully, this game, because of how it was set up, is still fully playable online, and you can still fully play a PC player. So that's a really good thing. That's a really nice feature. That's the armor. Okay. Got her. Finally! Yeah, I am a bit rusty on Dreamcast.
Accuracy. Perfect.
No, I totally agree, Terry, because this was on a par with the... when they released this, this was sort of on a par with the PC. When it came to the N64, the PS1 and the Sega Saturn, they were vastly inferior to the PC versions. They were still like good home conversions, but they were a bit inferior. So tier 1 boss. You do get all the different tiers and everything. So I believe this has the full campaign mode, but the downside is it was missing Team Arena. I think, as I recall, was Team Arena out after this? Or was it already out? I did play, because I really enjoyed Team Arena in Quake 3. I think it improved Quake 3 immensely. I must admit, I didn't play this port till much later. Although I did actually get this from my Dreamcast, I played the PC version first, so it was one of those games. Eventually, it was like, oh, we should really get it, see what it's like. Right, this is the first get the rocket launcher stage. This is the one thing I hate about Quake 3. It does feel it's who's got the rocket launcher to win. It's probably... Yeah, we've got Quake 4 on 360 and we have that bonus disc. It is a fantastic port. Appreciate the likes, everyone. Glad to see you enjoying this look at Quake 3. I probably should actually do a standard gameplay video as well, once I've got some practice in. And dare I say, maybe on a slightly lower difficulty, but I think on stream I'll do it on a bit harder. I did finish the campaign long ago, and I think I finished it on the hardest as well. But that was a long time ago. Is there some secret to touch that? Yeah, you can hit that. Do something. Yeah, it is. But yeah, 360 port of Quake 2 is phenomenal. That was actually, it's a really nice one. It's a weird one because it's only a bonus disc, and it's only with the first printing of Quake 4. And these days you will often get people who've split the discs up or who've kept the Quake 2 disc and not the... Yeah, it did put me off Quake 3. I always was a bit... I think Quake 3 always... They should have done a proper campaign for this. I think this was... See, I'm partly wondering whether this was designed as initially as a multiplayer expansion for Quake 2, and they spun it off into its own game. But I'm sure there's probably enough information on it to tell me whether it was or wasn't. I do always think it put me off. I mean, it has got a single player. I'm doing it right here and now. Basically, a tier ladder. Unreal Tournament used this same system, but Unreal Tournament had the awesome assault mode, which was really, really good. But yeah, I'm the sort of sergeant character. I think might even be the player character from the second game, and I just got beat by the ranger from the first game. Okay, let's get my skills out. So I should just say any further, welcome to the stream if you're new to Randomised Gaming. I'm the host of Randomised Gaming, Random Game, Riven. Just to say, this was released in 2000, Quake 3 Arena on Dreamcast. It is a port of the PC game. The PC game also got a superb expansion known as Quake 3 Team Arena, but sadly Team Arena never got a Dreamcast port. I think there may have been I don't remember if there was a Dreamcast PS2 port or not, but developer was done by... So Raster Productions did this excellent Dreamcast port, and the original game was of course by id Software, or ID as I like to call them, and it was published by Sega. There's actually one Sega handled personally. And if you are a Dreamcast fan and you do like arena games, this is by far the best one on the system by a country mile. It's a really, really good port. I'll try this House of Pain mission for a sec. But yeah, one of my gripes with No Names Enter the Arena Quake 3 is the fact that it did to me seem like it was the rocket launcher game. Oh. There was a bit of an imbalance with the weapons. He who controls the rocket launcher controls life and death. And that was some dreadful shooting by me. Could do more jumping. The music is really good. It has that right heart-pumping sort of combat versatility. It is superb. Should be jumping more as well, but it's actually hard to jump and shoot. Yeah, the bots in this are really, really good. This is what annoys me. This game had bots, so you could play again. You had a really good, solid single player. Even if you couldn't play it online, or you didn't have enough mates to get round for a good match, or you couldn't get your mates around. But a lot of the more recent games have just said, nah, we won't have bots, and then now they're finally adding them back in. It's kind of a bit embarrassing, really. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and camp. I'm going to be cheeky. The bot's got an advantage. I'm using the joypad as well. Oh, it's not too bad. The control scheme's actually pretty good. They've done it like a dual stick because they put the movement controls on the buttons, but it's still... You lose that edge, if you know what I mean. Oh. And you definitely feel that 30 frame FPS at times. It's not as smooth as it could be. Just... So this is the other problem. The AI just goes to the rocket launcher as well, so... I mean, even the AI knows to get the rocket launcher. Appreciate all the likes, everyone, on stream. Last one. Hi Nike, thanks for joining the stream. Sometimes I swear I've shot them. Yeah, I'm guessing that's why the default difficulty was only the second tier down, and I'm used to playing on the heavier tier, but you do suffer quite an. But hell, I like the challenge, so it's just a case of getting the practice into getting good at the game. And no, stick with the rocket launcher. These one-on-one matches are actually some of the harder ones. You're still playing Record of Wildest War, Naiko? Yeah, it is a very good game. Probably should just restart this one. Both these matches are going to be slightly irritating. Come on, come on. I do recall these ones are the harder ones. You build your character, but yeah, because you can build your character how you like in That's what's quite good about Lotus Wars. It really is it came out the same week in Japan as Diablo. Came out in Japan the same week as Diablo 2 released in the West. Lotus War really does put It really does put Diablo 2 to shame when you put it in comparison. Yeah, Duke Nukem 3D would have been nice. It would have been nice to see more old school. It really would have been nice to see more shooters. So tier 1 boss. Oh, I think I'm going to be lucky if I can get through to the tier 1 boss tonight. Perfect. You get like lots of mini awards, I think, in this one, so... It's been a while since I played Quake 3, so I make no apologies for me not being great at it. Especially not on the controller, but hell, it's all the fun part of learning. I do remember this being tougher at the start in these single matches than it is later on. Yeah, you can touch that. I think there was... Oh, again, the AI... This was one of my gripes with the AI, is it would just go straight for the rocket launcher. You can just restart, right. It is a case of get the rocket launcher, dominate, or die. I seem to recall there is a secret if you get... I think there's a thing in this room. Yeah, I'd love to see Duke Nukem 3D. I'd quite like to see a port of Doom on the Dreamcast as well. I think there's an unofficial port these days, but... Yeah, Sin's a really good first-person shooter. I think we did do a video... Right, let's see if I can hold my base this time. I think there's an issue where I'm doing less damage. I wonder if the difficulty affects the damage amount you do to them. Apologies, I'm not going to be able to chat too much, as this is one of those games that I do have to keep my eye on the screen at all times. Else I don't... Come on, that was a direct hit, that should have blown him away. He was just in this room, so he's going to be... Oh. Alright, let's restart, yes. Let's get it. See, that's the first thing he does. He goes for it before he does anything else. That's what AI is programmed to do, get the rocket launcher. It's not actually that good at AI if all it's programmed to do is get the rocket launcher. It also shows you the imbalance with all the weapons. Get the rocket launcher. That's probably the biggest issue with Quake 3. It's like, get the rocket launcher. You were tight, right. So who can take back the rocket launcher first? He's been spawned in here, hasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, Wreck-It of Lotus War is a great RPG. It's actually, basically it's like Diablo 2. It's like Diablo, and it came out the same day Diablo 2 did in the West. It came out in Japan, and it's a phenomenal... It makes Diablo 2 look rubbish in comparison. Probably just spoken heresy to some Blizzard fans, but it's true. The original, I really enjoyed the original Diablo, and when I finally sat down to play the sequel, I didn't think the sequel was that great. I'm sure people have disagreed with heresy. Should be jumping around more. These early matches, I would say, unlike Unreal, are more about early control. I need to actually go through it or I'll restart this one. I do remember doing this a lot on this one. I could change down the difficulty, but I'm not going to wuss out. I'll try and get to the verse matches where I've got more people. Yeah, it's very good. It did get power release as well, Lodos War. It is a brilliant game. I can highly recommend it on Dreamcast. I did cover it on the channel ages back. We've got a couple of videos on it if you want to watch them, Terry. Oh, come on. This was mouse and keyboard. This would be easy. Finally. I need that. I hope he doesn't get that before I get that. Come on, man. No, no, you don't. I've got all the ammo now. Come on. Should really grab the ammo as well. There was a secret in this. So you hit that one, there's a second one I think. I should also get the power-ups more so I maintain the advantage. I'm not grabbing the power-ups. I probably should move around a bit more. Oh, come on, so many frags. Yeah, it does. I have actually watched the anime. When I did the videos, one of my friends recommended I look at the original version, the anime, and it does. It serves up as a follow-up to... Interestingly, there's a SNES game in of the Lodos series that acts as a prequel to the story, so... Appreciate all the likes, everyone, even though I'm not playing the very best here. Rangers entered the arena. Right, I need to get the out. Let's try and get the arm up. Oh, come on. He takes me out with like 3 shots, and yet I'm putting the rockets on him. I should just get up close and personal with the shotgun instead. There's a Sega CD. There's quite a few Lodos games. No, I haven't actually looked up the Mega CD one, but I know the SNES one was really... I quite enjoyed the SNES one. I do need to try and get a copy of the SNES one. The SNES one was weirdly a game that always crashed on emulators early on, because I think they only ever had a bad dump of it. Oh. PC Engine, yeah, there's quite a few, because Lodos there's quite a few anime series to Lodos, but the original Lodos is sort of based on Dungeons and Dragons, and the original anime series is very, very good. It's not modern day weird eye characters, it's proper old school fantasy stuff. It's very, very good. Oh, come on, if that were him, I'd be dead by now. Oh, so I should have done the PC version, but no, we're doing Dreamcast, so I will do the Dreamcast version. There's even a Metroidvania. Yeah, there's quite that one. I mean, if you look at Lodos, there's tons of games for it. So I don't know if there's any recent ones on the PS4 or anything. What, Dealer the Thief? Is that? No, Dealer is the. He's the. I can't remember which one Dealer was. The SNES one's the one I really want to get a copy of, but the Dreamcast one is very, very good. And the Dreamcast one is the only game in the series to get a Western release. It's one of those weird ones you would never have thought got a Western release, and it's just. I think possibly because they realised there didn't have many RPGs, realised it was like Diablo, and so got. Oh, he's gone for the hell armour, hasn't he, the bastard? Yeah, you've gone for the armour, haven't you? Oh, come on, I put rockets on him. Apologies for slightly mild language there, but the AI is so blooming predictable. Yeah, if you can't get the thing... Yeah, there you go. If it can't get the rocket launcher, it will go for the armour. So that is your AI. That is really poor. So get the rocket launcher, get the armour. That's what the AI does. If you can't get one, it goes for the other.
Tied for the lead.
It would be nice if the Dreamcast had been compatible with the. Oh, that was a bit extra kill. That was unintentional, but it probably looked good. Okay, apologies guys, I can't read your comments at the minute as I concentrating on staying alive and trying to win. Stolen the health, and he's gone for the rocket launcher. I'm gonna. Oh, do I do the cowardly thing and reduce the difficulty a touch? Yeah, it's just the frame rate really does not help this one. Oh yes, he's nerfed himself, right. Oh come on, that was a rocket launcher at point blank range. That was in his face. Coward, come back here. Oh, he's waiting for the armor, isn't he? No, don't swap to the other one. The rocket launcher is king. Stick with it, and he's got it. Come on, shoot straight. I wouldn't say DVDs were the big reason that had destroyed the Dreamcast. I would say it has a number of issues, but yeah, the DV player did definitely help, as the PS2 was a very cheap PS DVD player at the time, which gave it a real advantage. Yeah, they jumped the gun sinking it. There was some issues with the fact that they sunk. Yes, I will admit defeat, so I will reduce the difficulty a touch. It's annoying. Yeah, it's definitely... It's actually harder in those verse matches, no? When you're doing the one-on-ones. When you get out of the ones, bring it on. Oh, it's got the... Do you think you have to do each difficulty, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, Sega jumped the gun on syncing the console. Appreciate the likes, everyone. Glad you're enjoying this look at Quake III Arena, although I'm making slow progress as I'm very rusty and using a joypad. And yeah, it's not... It's a very good port for the Dreamcast. It's not a perfect version of Quake 3 if you're used to playing this on PC as I am. And you look, because the movement is to the buttons, you lose a lot of position, thus you do that. It's not smooth. You look at that, the way it moves, it's not smooth. It doesn't actually... That's angling. Yeah, they've got it angled. No wonder I keep missing. That's left. It shouldn't be going down. They've got the angling wrong, haven't they? Another thing with it. That shouldn't be circling down or up, but it is. Oh look, they're doing less damage. Yeah, that's... That's... If that was correct... Yeah.
You have taken the lead.
Yeah, she's suddenly doing half the damage. This is going to be a cakewalk.
3 frags left.
This is the thing. Hurt Me Plenty is probably a bit too hard. And this is
Frags left.
a touch too easy, to put it mildly. But I do like the music for this. The music is absolutely fantastic for this Dreamcast port. Appreciate the likes, everyone. Glad you're all liking me blow people up, or get blown up, as a lot of the cases, at least to date. I think they did slightly cut back some of the arenas, and there are a few visual effects. Oh. So yeah, that's gone from... Yeah, there was a lot of rush with the Dreamcast, which was another issue. You had a slightly rushed port of Sega Rally, you had a rushed port of Virtua Fighter. They made the same mistakes as the Saturn. They released the Dreamcast early. Another thing, what we don't realise from the perspective in Japan was, and this is something most people wouldn't realise. Oh wow, so this difficulty doesn't seem to go for the rocket launcher, but with...
You are tied for the lead.
Yeah, they did release it a bit too soon. The other thing I didn't realise, in Japan they actually angered a lot of Saturn fans by bringing out the Dreamcast a bit too early. A lot of Saturn fans still really like the console, and what happened was, so there's actually two foul-ups from the Saturn. So in Japan, a lot of Saturn fans refused to emigrate to the Dreamcast, which was one issue. Which was actually quite something you don't hear about, but they said a lot of Saturn fans didn't emigrate to the Dreamcast because of certain things that happened. Apparently, like Street Fighter Alpha 3, the Dreamcast version came out before the Saturn's version, and then all the Saturn fans complained that Capcom initially axed the Saturn's version, but all the Saturn fans complained they didn't like the Dreamcast version, wanted a version, so then Capcom did the Saturn's version. Yeah, so on Hurt Me Plenty, they seem to be almost automated, which is really not good. You need to be on mouse and keyboard for that. You need that precision control. Although you're still going to lose out a bit of precision because this is only... He's missing a lot more on this difficulty, that's for sure. He's also taking less damage, I feel, which is irritating. Unless he was just... the AI was just going for the armour more. And in the West, we had this scenario where they killed off the Dreamcast. They killed off the Sega Saturn about a year before they released the Dreamcast, which was a colossal mistake, because then all the Sega fans migrated to Sony and N64. I know I did myself. I actually bought an N64, and then we didn't pick up the Dreamcast on launch, and quite a few other people were the same. We were like, well, they screwed over the Saturn, so why should we support the Dreamcast? And that was a big mistake. That was actually Scholar's last mistake, because he was the one responsible for killing off the Saturn before. They should have kept games going out on the Saturn. They had a big enough library of Japanese games to just port one over, one a month, and do some of the ones they didn't translate too much. And that was a huge failure on behalf of Sega, because as a result, the fans emigrated away. And it put the Dreamcast in a bad position, because I think a lot of the tech heads bought the Dreamcast, but a lot of the Sega fans were still a bit miffed over the Saturn, and so a lot of the Saturn fans didn't buy. I mean, the Dreamcast still had quite a good launch in the West, though. And I do know Sega of Japan tried to reverse the decision on actually stopping production of Dreamcast games, which is something you don't hear about. But since when can you take 3 rocket launches in Quake? Yeah, the aiming is not ideal in this version. I said, you're actually, it's not quite. See, that's me doing it straight. It's angling it. That's the problem with the controls. Left is angling it up slightly. Down is angling it. Is that? Yeah, I am definitely going. Yeah. So just trying. They've got the axis wrong. Come on, you should be nearly dead. I put so many rounds into him. Finally, he went down. Got him.
You win.
Apologies, my Russian isn't too good. Is that? Thank you for joining the stream. Okay, I'll do House of Pain in a sec. So yeah, you've got to do. There are multiple tiers, so yeah, definitely. I think you take. Yeah, if you do more damage and if they take more damage on the harder difficulties, that's rubbish. I'm not entirely sure. I think that might just be that they're just shooting better and getting the power-ups more. Is that Stanley Crowler? Is that correct? That's what my Google. Let me just say. I'll just say hi in Russian via Google Translate.
Almost.
Yeah, the N64 had a handful of really good games on it. I mean, I actually think the Saturn had a better library. I mean, the N64 was weird. It only had a handful of really good games, but it basically sold equal as much as the Saturn because... Yeah, I think they're taking less damage on this difficulty. That's rubbish if that's the case. That's the first thing in 101 games design. Do not make difficulty by increasing the damage the enemy does. That's just you unbalancing your game. Appreciate the likes. Apology, I can't speak Russian, but I can briefly Google Translate it. The international fixes, yeah. Sonic Adventure, I heard, was totally broke. I didn't realise how broken Sonic was. And even Alpha 3 had a Netlink version later, Street Fighter Alpha 3. Sega Rally 2 had a worse frame rate. There's quite a few games. And Sega were often their own enemy, unfortunately. I said the music, so Quake 3, I explained at the start of the stream, but for those joining later, this was released in 2000 on Dreamcast and it was developed, or the port was done by Raster Productions. Oh. And the original game was done by id Software. I mean, to me, difficulty should be throwing in more players, changing the weapons up a bit. Difficulty should make the player have to play better, not just make things harder because you can be killed faster. You should add in new enemies of enemies you're not expecting to fight at that point. Increase the number of enemies. That's good balancing. Although in this case, I suppose you would probably have to add in more enemies. Or perhaps limit the amount of ammo some of the weapons. As I mentioned, I do call this the rocket launcher game. Apologies, guys. As I mentioned, I'm not going to be basically chatting. I think that I'll try to check your comments when I get a space, but I need to concentrate on this game. I need to, as the old saying goes, get good at it or get better. I mean, so the scenery's really, I mean, visually this is a very, very good port compared to Unreal Tournament. Appreciate all the likes, everyone. Glad to see you enjoying this look, even though my gameplay does need a bit of work. I do prefer Quake 2, I will admit that, but visually this is a very, very good port. It looks like, as we mentioned earlier, it does look like a sort of decent PC running the specs at the time, unlike, say, a lot of the Saturn and PS1 ports, which were really very compromised. And impressive technical feats when they actually managed to get the games out on the systems, to be honest. Oh, come on, I put 4 rockets on her. No, stick with the rocket launch again. I need to keep her from getting the rocket launcher ammo and the armor, basically. Because that's what. Oh, okay, she's winning this one. Right, let's try this again. I must admit, in some games the default weapon was quite good, and this, the default weapon really was a bit sucky. Hey! The close combat weapon in this is absolute rubbish.
for the lead. Haste.
Okay, yeah, this is irritating, but I'm just going to keep basically just hog the rocket launcher. It's easy when you start getting the multiple players as well. So I've got minimal health. But yeah, I didn't realise that the way the aiming spins as well. That's something to know about the Dreamcast port. Not a good way either. Amazed how easy it is to lose her as well in such a small map, and then spend ages to find her as well. It's like we're both going on anti-clockwise, AI goes on anti-clockwise route as well. Going to the armor and health pack, isn't she? Not if I get there first. Come on. It's gone down by now. Finally went down that. Felt like she needs some bulletproof armor on. I think the AI is cheating. No, I'm just not having a great run tonight. I got stuck getting a rocket launcher. She gets that. I got stuck with getting any extra health and amp. Oh, come on. With the rocket launcher.
for the lead.
I'll dispute the plasma being better, seeing as I seem to be getting the kills with the rocket launcher, not the plasma. The plasma's a little bit too wildy in this. I think because the frame rate, it definitely gets a bit choppy. I should be a bit more direct. I need to make sure I get her kills. Oh, that's what she keeps getting the heavy armor down here. I wondered why the AI kept going down there. Ah, that would explain it. Ah!
Almost wins.
Oh, I can't believe I lost that one so badly. Right, now I'm really angry. I'm just going to go. Wait, is that a shot behind me? I'm just going to go up close and personal now. Yeah, so that's why the AI keeps going to the gutter, because that's where the red armor is. The AI is really a bit predictable in this. It does just want to go for the armor, which is a bit... Yeah, I probably should change the setup of the controls. Also switch weapon off. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it's the turning angle that's probably your biggest problem in this, because I'm using controller. Basically, moral of the story, hoover up the power-ups before you do. Hence why you would have actually been better if all the players started with the weapons from the get-go and there were no power-ups and that was it. It's just... Because the minute you introduce power-ups, you introduce camping. Oh! Yeah, so there's a lot of plasma around and you can just wildfire the plasma, can't you? Tied for the lead. Damn it, I had the lead again, don't lose it. I'm sure the pro players have probably finished half the game by now. I'm so rusty at playing this. And the Dreamcast version, I do remember, took me a bit longer than the PC one. But I can remember there were a couple of maps early on. I think it was a case of this is one of those games with these early maps are far harder than the later ones. When the AI does that, hoovers up all the power-ups, you're in a bit of a bind. It has an advantage. Yeah, I tend to use dual sticks. I kind of use... So I don't really play... If I'm being honest, I don't play that much PC gaming these days, mainly because I work on PCs, so... And by the end of the day, I don't really want to play PCs. I spent half the day working on them, so that's just a personal thing. Yeah, you definitely get the... You see, the frame rate really does contribute to those gaps in the shooting. And there's definitely a slightly offness weirdness when you're trying to... Okay, there I seem to be... Okay, that one seems to be okay. That seems to be level when I'm spinning. She's got the armor again. Oh. Did I get a PS2? I don't know if I've played the PS2 version. I have to check through the old archive. Oh, come on. It's just... Yeah, it's the frame rate really does affect the shooting. You definitely get the... When you're doing this, like, shot windows, I definitely notice some of the misses are because you're getting blocks. When normally you'd do spray fire that would hit them, you're getting gaps from where the frames would interject normally. Oh, come on. She's got me again. I might just go back to the rocket launcher. Gotta win this. I gotta win this. I want to get to the boss. It's infuriating me now. I'm getting slightly agitated by this. But yeah, you definitely feel it. That this is no mouse and joypad. The joypad is no mouse and keyboard. Primarily, it's not really the keyboard, it's the mouse that's the thing you lose. Especially modern digital mices. Oh, such a wonderful. Gosh, Restart. I've got to get the advantage from the get-go. I've got to get that armor to begin with as well. She's just going to go for that, isn't she? Yeah, this is one of the issues. The AI just plays run for the power-ups, and that's when it starts becoming more basically a tactical game of going for the power. I suppose that's part of the gameplay, but it just feels a bit. Whereas players won't necessarily do that. Players will sometimes use some very interesting tactics to try and get you. Some will just try and harbour all the power-ups going. Some will try a sneak attack you, some will try... Some just won't be very good. Come on. Aim steady again. Yeah, jumping and shooting is not ideal in this because it's actually quite... So if I jump and shoot in the PC version, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to spin around pretty swiftly. Yeah, no, that I agree with Terry. I totally agree with that. Yeah, if you're not winning, just restart. I think that's the moral of the story here. Yeah, I'd love to do a session where we did some Quake 3 match. The first issue is in order to get online, I need a broadband modem. Do another restart. I want to make sure I get ahead, get the first takedown. And I've probably got to just go all out for her. That's what I'm probably not being aggressive enough. I'm sort of relying too much on tracking the power-ups. Not to let imposter syndrome get you or something you say. Oh! Yeah, I know. So basically, in order to get this online, you need... I know the Dreamcast console did a sort of pack. Yeah, I would love to get some online matches going. But I'm definitely going to need a broadband modem. I know there is a setup to... Oh well, that's one kill to nothing. Okay, that's the plasma gun doing its stuff. Good stuff there. I've got to stop her getting an armor refill, or else she's just going to keep... Yeah, so that's what her AI is doing, just farming that armor. Yeah, No Glitch apparently did the European version. They were... I don't... From what I've seen, they were responsible for the European localization, so I don't think they actually... Yeah, I probably should get a Dreamcast keyboard just for the fun of it at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I think the PAL version was slightly later, but I think it's... No, I think they're actually at the same time. I think primarily it's just No Clinch helped do the localization for it, so... Oh, yep, that's doing well. Alright, I need to get the armor and some health. Yeah, there we go. We've got a straight rocket launcher blast to the face there. Right, now I'm beginning to get into this. Yeah, I'm guessing you're right. The plasma gun does have its advantages in this one. The armor should almost be back there, shouldn't it? Right, if it's not there, she's grabbed it. Oh, that was rubbish, Riven. Oh, come on! Come on there. No, I'm playing on the PAL version. No, I'm not going to let her take back all my wood. Cheers, Terry. Thanks for your support. Yeah, no, it's I'm getting better at it. I really am out of practice. Yeah, I would love to do some online matches for this, but I'm gonna need to get a broadband modem. I know that one of the things is a way to get it online with the standard dial-up. You need to pay about £100 quid's worth of kit. I think the broadband modem would be the better option for us. But I know they're expensive and then quite rare these days. Oh, come on. This is the thing, we realise what an advantage they have once they have the ammo and the weapons and you don't. Hi Madsen Wild, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I think it takes quite a few of us back. Quake 3, thank you. As always guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button, it's very much appreciated. Apologies my gameplay isn't stellar at the minute, I am very rusty. And I'm not playing with the mouse and keyboard either, well, I'm playing on the joypad as the pro hardcore mode. Oh, come on. Sit still and let me... Ah, again, she's got the ammo. Ah. Yeah, as soon as she gets, you've got to stop her getting the ammo, otherwise she's just going to dump. And I'm so rusty because the AI has said the AI just goes for the set power-up, so you need to get them. Oh. Oh, that's infuriating. Yeah, kind of the same thing, but broadband adapters aren't cheap, sadly, these days. I think in this case I'm just going to run away for now. Steal the power-ups. Yeah, always great to see people on screen. Thanks very much for joining. Always nice to chat to them. I'm sure this takes quite a few of us back. I played this on PC before I played this on Dreamcast actually, so I think this was one of those ones I thought, oh, I'll get it on Dreamcast, see what it's like. Oh. She's going to beat me again. I've gone and... Basically, she's got the dominance now, and I just can't... No, it's just all in my head, as they say. I've just got to stop her. Oh.
Almost wins. Almost.
Basically, I describe Quake III Arena as a horde game, in that you have to hoard the power-ups so they can't. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. Should jump around a little bit more, since it does help discourage the aim of the enemy. The problem is it offsets your aim quite badly, seeing as Right, now I need to keep the pressure on and catch her before she can get any other power-ups. Grab the health, grab the armour, and go after her. Oh, yeah, you got her. That's what I've got to do. This is about pursuing the enemies, that's her. So there, she's got nothing at the minute. No, you don't. Okay, this is how you play. They're doing much better now. I'm actually going for it. Stay away from the armor, Protus. Stay away from the weapons. There you go. You're down. You're franked. Right. Armor will be back. I need to go for the red armor. I guess the aim is to become the hunter, not the hunted.
Frags left.
Yeah, I think the frame rate really does show that the rocket launch is not ideal in this one. Appreciate the likes, guys. I will try and get a gameplay video out of this at some point where I'm actually just doing solid, good gameplay. Come on, follow me down, follow me down. Ah, it's the first takedown of me. Right, I'm doing much better this time. Over health. Take the health so she can't get it. Oh, I should have concentrated on getting her that time. Yeah, I should have been doing that booster more, shouldn't I? Okay. You're mine now, Kobo. Gotcha. Okay, finally we bested it. Yeah, I probably should have... It's been a while since I played this. I do remember there was a very particular way to beating it. It's basically hog the power-ups. It's not really that good in terms of that regard because it's a bit messy. So here's the first boss. I think you unlock some of the skins as you go along. I much prefer the team matches. It gets easier once we get into the team matches.
Anarchy.
Because when there's more of you to shoot, there's less of you dominating the power-up. So you can have multiple of you. So even if one guy's got the guns, you can still be... Okay, yeah, this is what I want. What damage? Come on, come to Papa. Come to Papa. Oh, where's he? 3, no, stay, quad damage, stay. Oh, just... Yeah, the frame rate definitely drops, but it's not smooth. I know it's supposed to be capped at 30 FPS, but this is dipping quite badly at times. It's not a smooth 30, that's for sure. The aiming just feels a bit... Appreciate you guys all enjoying the stream. It's got me this time. Definitely need to practice. Restart, yes. Yeah, a lot of Quake 3, unlike Unreal Tournament, feels about getting like... It's getting the weapons before them. That is ultimately part of how... Blew himself up. Yep, next. Oh. Yeah, so grabbing those power-ups. Behind. Gosh. He spawned right in front of the rocket launcher. Yeah, I see what you mean about unfair spawns there, Terry. That was just deeply unfair. Push it up, not down. Do we get... Oh, he just came in just at the right time. I do really like the music for this. Ah. I think this guy's slightly easier than the other one. There's no hard armor on this one. So you don't get the case of you can get constant armor regeneration. Okay, I'm a bit... Oh, it's regeneration. So in a firefight, I have the advantage at present. 20 rocket launchers. Oh yes, come to Papa, quad damage. Oh. Okay. The aim of the game, the minute as he's got the quad damage, is for me to run, because I'm gonna... Oh, he's blowing himself up. Where is he? Where is he? Gotcha! Ah, yes, finally we get to the second tier. Oh. If I did a nice gameplay video, that would be about 5 minutes. You'll be pleased to know I have done another video of Sega Bass Fishing, done a proper long play, so we've got two. So you can change between tiers 1 and tier 2 boss, so yeah. And finally we get onto the meat and grind. This is where we start fighting multiple people in the matches. Thank you, Terry, for your support. Thanks to everyone else who's been on the stream. Yeah, so Orb. So I have beaten all the bosses before, but I can't remember. I'll be honest, it's been so long since I played Quake 3. I can't remember. I can vaguely remember that you got the Doom guy as one of the enemies. I can't remember much else about it. Oh, this is the girl with... So Dixon and Minx, yeah, that's the one with the heavy chest department. And the weird eyeball thing.
You have lost the lead.
This is where finally it's not just about you and one other, you can compete. Once you start getting 2 and 3 people, this is when it starts getting much more fun. Orb is definitely... I think the one-on-one matches are probably the worst in this game. But yeah, I can't remember, I'll be honest, I can't remember any of the bosses. Oh, he had quad damage? I have quad damage now. Muhahaha. Okay, easy come, easy go, but that's a bit of quad damage. Weird eyeball thing. Oh. Yeah, I remember Unreal Tournament a lot more than Quake 3 because I just enjoyed Unreal Tournament so much more and ended up playing that a lot more. So, it's like Xenon for the Unreal Tournament guy, wasn't it? It's the final robot. He was like quite awesome. I still enjoy Unreal Tournament hugely. I just think Unreal Tournament's a better game on the PC. The Dreamcast port of Unreal Tournament is a bit meh. I know the developers weren't a patch on the team behind this. So if you had a choice between Unreal Tournament and Quake 3 on PC on Dreamcast, I'd recommend this over. Oh. Just. Even the AI knows to run from you when you've got quad damage.
You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead.
The AI of the enemies on this one's a bit weird. You notice they're not anywhere near as aggressive as what they were. They are not engaging me anywhere near as much as they were in the one-on-one matches. So there's definitely an AI issue where things get a lot easier.
3 frags left.
I mean, really, if you were stuck in some tournament, I'd probably just go to Minx, hey, how about we team up and defeat the evil eyeball thing?
Left.
15 frames, yeah, so once things definitely get a lot easier, the AI will fight amongst itself, which makes things a lot easier. Stay away from it with quad damage. Oh, brutal. I think when it's got quad damage, you're a goner in seconds. Ooh, grenade launcher. Kind of want to shoot the eyeball because I feel bad. Choice between the evil eyeball thing and the girl. I'd shoot the evil eyeball any day of the week. Oh. Yeah, her AI is definitely much weaker than. Oh dear, I need to... Oh, just the worst possible time for it to get quad damage.
You are tied for the lead.
Oh no, I've played Soldier of Fortune, I've got it. Yeah, I've got the PC version was great. Dreamcast version was a bit lousy, but it was a really good game. Incredibly gory as well. So yeah, it probably won't be one I'll be streaming anytime soon.
You have lost the lead.
Oh, I've got to...
Or wins.
Time Splitters is really well known, so yeah. Let's try Blue Monday, seeing as I lost that one. Time Splitters is very, very good. I actually managed to platinum all of Time Splitters 2 and 3, and then I ended up working with one of the guys who set the platinum times in Time Splitters 2, and he was like, "You beat our times." I was like, "Yep." And some of those platinum times were brutal. Oh, come on. Was that the Doom guy? I think it might be.
You have taken the lead.
The music in this is really good. Yeah, my old leader actually worked on Time Splitters too.
Tied for the lead.
Yeah, some of the spawns in this are literally the guys spawning in front of you. It's just...
Lost the lead.
Appreciate all the likes. Yeah, got Soldier. We did stream Half-Life a while back, the unreleased version, so that was quite interesting. That was actually surprisingly good. Half-Life was also done with the same engine as Soldier Fortune, I think, on Dreamcast. There was a much better version. Oh. Yeah, once you get into the multiplayer matches, this is when things really get going. Actually, visually this does hold up very well on Dreamcast. And looks better. I've not, as I said, I love Unreal Tournament. I think Unreal Tournament's a vastly better game than Quake. But on the Dreamcast, Unreal port on Tournament port is pretty rubbish. I'm going to be brutally honest. But yeah, if you want to see Lodos War that Nico mentioned, Terry, we do have a couple with 2 videos on the channel. I've got like the first 2 hours of it. Really, really good game. So unfortunately, I quite liked the PC version. Hi Rockman1989, thanks for joining the stream. I think you're a new one, I haven't seen you before. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Although I should just say you don't have to subscribe. It's just to get the reason we have. Well, basically the reason we have subscription on chat is just to block some of the spam messages. They're saying, yeah, this is a superb port on Dreamcast. So. But yeah, if you Thanks to everyone chatting away. It's always great to have people in. Yeah, it is a very good port. Thanks to everyone hitting those like buttons. Apologies, my gameplay hasn't been the best. But I'm sure you... I know I'm a bit rusty, to put it mildly, and I'm using the joypad, so that's the hardcore mode enabled from the get-go. Oh yes. So literally, yes, use joypad, and you've got hardcore mode from the get-go. I don't think there's any armour on this. No, there must be armour. Maybe not any big armour. I'm aware of. Rockman 1989, and yes, you are a reference to Mega Man's Japanese name of Rockman. Or his intended name. Huge Mega Man fan myself, actually. We have streamed a few of the games, and I've got quite a few videos that... Actually, no, we haven't got that many good Mega Man games on the channel, if I'm thinking about it. We've got a couple, not huge numbers. Should do more, actually. I think mainly it's because every man and his dog's done video of Mega Man, so... Oh, I did stream the Mega Drive one a little while back. That was really good. Now that's what I like. Straight takedown. I do really like the music for this as well. It's absolutely block rocking. So yeah, it's much easier to take control. No, I'm taking it back. I'm taking the lead back. Yeah, there's not much health on this one. You've got to just try and stay healthy.
You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead.
I think we're all around the same point at the minute. Should jump.
You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead.
Ooh. It's getting close now, isn't it? I think it's 15 wins to each match. These matches are a lot...
You have taken the lead.
Yes.
3 frags left.
Yes, that's what I want. I do think there is a little bit of controlling the area in this is how you win.
Frags left.
He melted himself. Come on, I should get that frag kill. MDK2, yeah, that's another solid one on Dreamcast. That's a single player. I really enjoyed that. I was only looking at that today thinking, yeah, it's been a MDK2. Admittedly, that's one of those games I bought on Dreamcast, played it through, and I don't think I ever played it again. So can I end this? Can I get it? Yes, got him. Fragged Doom, first place, so there we go. Got another victory, yes. So it gives you accuracy, impressives, excellence. At least with the third taste you can mix and match the stages. I'll do one more match and then I'm going to finish this stream, guys. Ah, yes, we got 4 of us in this one. Great. That's what I wanted. The more the merrier. I don't think you get any team matches in this one, hence why the expansion was called Deathmatch Team. Mega Health.
Lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead.
Oh, we're going. This is what I call. This is better. This is where things get much better in Quake.
You have lost the lead.
Come on, I put 3 shotguns on you and you're still. But yeah, this one again, you can situate in and sort of steal the mega health, but finders keepers, as I say. Okay, finally I'm getting the awards and stuff. Quite like the lightning gun, actually. I've just given it a quick whirl. Appreciate. Yeah, you got to get spot on with this one, which is not so good in this game. Seeing as the frame rate definitely hampers accuracy. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the guns that do rapid fire because she's got me because she got the armor right in front of me. Got him. You get a little boost when you get the mega health as well.
I've taken the lead. Taken the lead. East.
I like the lightning gun, but it doesn't seem to do a huge amount of damage. The rail gun, okay. This is basically one you need to snipe with, isn't it?
You are tied for the lead.
Mega health should be back down here. Someone's got it. Yeah, I did play through it with the controller, so don't mind, I did turn down the difficulty by one, so also, the shotgun is definitely one of the best weapons in this. Yeah, when your turning angles are definitely quite badly nerfed. Oh, there's a speed boost. Oh, she got quick. So I need one frag, and the other guy needs one frag. Ah. I need a better weapon fast. Where's my rocket?
taken the lead.
Yes, got it.
You win. Excellent. Frags.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have won that one. The Sarge has won again. Do like you got a picture of the characters nice in the VMU. Appreciate Terry Wogan keeping me company all along this stream. Appreciate everyone being on there. I will try and get around to doing a gameplay of this one so that I can show it without me dying horribly along the way. Good bit of practice, actually. Oh, it's been long since I played this. Oh. Yeah, definitely the Dreamcast controller does hinder. Like it's the AI's tougher on those earlier missions than it is those late. The second and third missions, it's much. The second tier missions, it's like it's a different difficulty. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. I've been your host this randomised gaming stream, Random Game Riven, and I wish you a good night, a good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm actually finishing now, so I'm going to wrap it up tonight, and we will have some more videos in the week. Got a couple of long plays coming. I've got 2 coming out, so I've done 2. I'm trying to do a Sega Rally 2 playthrough. I've nearly mastered it now, so we'll see. Thanks to everyone who's been on stream. So thank you, Terry Wogan, for being with me almost all the way. Thank you very much. Thank you to Rockman1989 for dropping by. Thank you to Madison Wiles for dropping by. Very much appreciated. Thank you to Stanlov Krusov dropping by, our Russian friend. Thank you to Nicodianar dropping by as always as well. I think that's everyone who dropped by. Appreciate everyone. If you've enjoyed the stream, please do hit that like button. It does help us. And if you like our content, please do consider subscribing to the Randomised Gaming channel if you aren't already. Thank you to all our subscribers who I know are in chat at the minute, as I've currently got it set to subscriptions just to stop some of the spam messages we get. Thank you to everyone on the channel as always. I've been your host for this Dreamcast look at Quake III Arena, Random Game Riven. I should actually probably try and do a long play as well at some point on this one, because I don't think too many people have actually covered the Dreamcast one, because I know it's definitely tricky with the controller, so seeing more. Yeah, I probably won't do another FPS anytime soon, but I will look at, I mean, it's this or Outrigger or Unreal, and you've got Soldier of Fortune on Dreamcast, which are the big ones, and probably this is the best port. Then Outrigger's a really good port, but not a great game. But that's it from me. I will see you all back Thursday doing another stream. For now, I will finish. But I will thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being with me. Thank you again, Terry, for staying with me. And that's it for now. I'll finish up. So I wish you a good night, a good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And keep tuned to the channel. There will be more videos released across the week. And I will be doing another stream on Thursday. Haven't quite decided what it will be yet. It'll be another Dreamcast game, though. I'll see you all streaming-wise on Thursday. Night, everyone.